Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast for today, for the weekend ahead, and as we head into next week. Today, the big story: snow in the mountains and cold temperatures. Our highs struggling to get into the 30s or even above freezing. So it is bitterly cold outside. We've got cold air moving through. We also have moisture moving in from the southwest. You add in those, combining the cold and the moisture, and yes, we are getting snow, not just in the mountains, but also some scattered flurries across the plains as well. So let's take you up to Copper Mountain right now. Here is a live look out over the slopes, and pretty busy. You can see that snow is falling. Yeah, we're getting more snow, anywhere from, I'd say a few more inches of snow, maybe 2-3 more inches of snow when all is said and done, after several inches of snow falling up in the high country. Burlington, a little bit of a cloudy afternoon as we take a look out over the eastern plains. Current temperatures, yeah, we talked about the cold. It is 27 degrees here outside 9 News. 25 at DIA. We're sitting at 27 degrees in Greeley, 27 also in Fort Collins, 26 in Akron. Head down across the southern plains, a little bit warmer. Lamar checking in at 45 degrees, and temperatures in the mountain right now in the teens and 20s. Winds a little bit gusty, no question, across the eastern plains. Not bad up and down the I-25 corridor. And as we head into the evening hours, we are going to see those winds pick up across the southern plains. Basically, we're looking at 19-mile-per-hour winds in Parker, 20-mile-per-hour winds in Castle Rock. This is 3:30 this afternoon. 20-plus mile-per-hour winds out across the eastern plains, and some breezy conditions in the foothills as well. Dies down as we head into the overnight hours, and by tomorrow morning, Parker, Castle Rock, you are calm, although Akron, Anton, Sterling, Fort Morgan, New Raymer, we're looking at those winds gusting 20-plus miles per hour, and some breezy conditions in the foothills as well. So again, a little bit of a breeze continuing this afternoon and once again tomorrow morning, but nothing like what we have been seeing over the last several days. Live radar, we are again still picking up that moisture moving in from the southwest. We're seeing that snow across the western slope, up in the high country as well. We just saw that snow falling at Copper Mountain, and again, we're expecting those winter driving conditions off and on along I-70 through the mountains. Shouldn't really impact travel too much. CDOT has been out. The roads basically just wet at this time. But again, when you're heading up to the mountains, expect some of those areas of snowfall. Also getting some light snow falling along the I-25 corridor, Castle Rock south along I-25 and up across Fort Collins into Greeley, down to Sterling and Burlington. Going to get some of that light snowfall as well. So really just basically flurries, not any impact expected with these snow showers across the plains. But it's nice certainly to see the snow up in the high country, impacting the snow depth up at the ski areas, and that's great news. So putting our forecast into motion here, you can see our futurecast continuing to see that snow falling in the mountains across I-70, and this is 3 o'clock this afternoon. Some snow out across the plains. Too warm down across the southeast corner. That snow is falling, that precipitation falling in the form of rain. But again, traveling south along I-25 may run into some flurries as well. This is 4 o'clock, with those flurries continuing across the I-25 corridor. May see some of those flakes flying here in the metro area as well, right around 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon. And as we head into the overnight hours, we see that dissipate, waking up to some sunshine tomorrow, clear skies. We get back to more seasonal, more typical weather for this time of the year as temperatures warm up into the low to mid 20s. So a little bit more snow expected in the mountains, as I said, maybe 2 to 3 inches, and that's what you can see from our snow forecast map showing in the mountains. As for snow totals across the plains, we're just talking about basically, if anything, a dusting in some areas, less than a half an inch in areas that actually get a little bit of accumulating snow across the plains. So again, shouldn't cause any impact to travel or traffic across the plains. Just be aware that the snow will be falling up in the mountains when you're heading up to take advantage of all that fresh snow. Winter weather alerts, we do have a winter weather advisory in blue, 4 to 8 inches of snow altogether. And again, we're talking about anywhere from about 2 to 3 additional inches of snow. Winter storm warning down to the south. Also want to talk about the avalanche dangers still in effect, this avalanche warning. So this applies to the back country. So not the groom, not the ski areas, the ski resorts, but outside of those areas in the back country, just be cautious if you are recreating in those areas or driving in the areas that avalanche danger is high right now. Cold air tracker, yeah, you can see that cold air moving right over Colorado, but it lifts. This is tomorrow afternoon. You can see it lifting up, and we have got a ridge building in, and that's going to bring us sunshine and warmer temperatures for the weekend. Today, though, it is chilly. 31 degrees our forecast high, and we're not even there. We're still in the 20s. So we have a few degrees left to warm up, partly sunny skies. And again, we're seeing just a few flurries every so often, but not really impactful at this time, or really won't be impactful across the metro area as we head into the afternoon. But just don't be surprised if we see a few flakes flying here and there. Forecast highs certainly on the cold side. We're 28 for Greeley, 31 for Fort Collins, 35 for Fort Morgan. Temperatures warming into the 40s for the southeast corner of the state, and teens and 20s up in the mountains. So taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we talked about those flurries soften on here in the metro area as we head into the afternoon, but again, not expecting any impact with these flurries. Nice to see that snow up in the mountains, though. As we head into tomorrow, clearing and cool, we are getting back to normal, at least a couple degrees above normal for Saturday and Sunday. 47 degrees on Saturday, a few more clouds in the mix on Sunday. Still quite nice and mild, 48 degrees. And then we are back to more spring-like weather as we head into the work week. 62 milder on Monday. We're warm, 68 on Tuesday, so getting close to 70 degrees. I'm talking about highs right around 30 degrees today. Close to 70 degrees by Tuesday. That is a temperature swing. 58 your forecast high for Wednesday, 61 on Thursday. So get outside, enjoy this weekend. I'll tell you what, it is going to be fantastic up there at the ski areas for some skiing and snowboarding with all that fresh powder. Travel up to the mountains tomorrow morning should not be an issue at all. Again, just today we're expecting a few light flurries up in the mountains, but CDOT's been doing a great job at keeping I-70 and the passes drivable and safe for folks heading up to the mountains. That is a quick look at your weather on this Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great weekend.